here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm not exactly sure what exactly I'm looking like in this camera angle. What my camera was propped on is now packed and put over there. I will be getting more into why it's packed here shortly. A lot of stuff is going to be packed and things are going to be changing, but that is not what this video is about. This video is about the 5 Seconds of Summer concert that I went to on Wednesday, which was September 9th in Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh my gosh. Guys, seriously, amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. Now, for those of you who have been watching my videos, you know that I have been waiting forever for this concert. Since technically last September when we were supposed to go, but something happened. Hold on, there is something. Okay. Sorry, you probably just saw my finger. Since last September, because we couldn't go to the One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer concert. But now we made it to this one. We got tickets for it in January for my birthday. And finally it came. Now, we planned an entire 4-day week to go to North Carolina. Now, not only did we go to see 5 Seconds of Summer, but we went to see, Bree's family, and also just to relax and have vacation days because we all needed it. We left on Tuesday and went, from Beaufort, South Carolina, where we are, to Bessemer City, North Carolina. And we stayed at Bree's grandfather's house, and it was amazing. I loved the house. We were all just so happy to be there. It was just an awesome experience. We got up Wednesday because we got up there about 9 o'clock, 9:30. We got to the house. We ate. We all kind of hung out, and then we went to bed. We got up at 7 a.m., went to go get Bojangles for breakfast, and drove around for a few minutes, still in our pajamas. And then we came back to the house, got ready to go, and went shopping. We went to a bunch of places to go shopping. They have this store in North Carolina called Gabe's, and it's kind of like a TJ Maxx meets a it's like a TJ Maxx meets a Marshalls meets a Big Lots all in one, and it's all cheap as hell. And of course, me being me, I bought makeup and perfume. And what else did I buy there? I think it was just makeup and perfume. Yeah, makeup and perfume. And it was awesome. It was so awesome. Oh, and sunglasses. They're awesome too. Yay. But yeah, we went there, and then we went to TJ Maxx and a couple of other places, and we got lunch and then went back to the house and hung out by the pool for a while, and then we decided, well, it takes about 45 minutes to get from Bessemer City to Charlotte, where the concert was taking place at. So we got ready and were leaving the house by, I think, like 5 o'clock. 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. We originally thought that the concert started at 6:30, but when we looked at the tickets, we noticed that it said 7:30. And 7:30 was when Hey Violet was going on instead of Five Sauce. So it was 7:30 for the opening act. So we got in the car, got completely ready, got in the car, and drove. Now, it was raining. It rained pretty much the entire time that we were gone. And it rained the entire time on the way to the concert. Now, the concert was an outdoor event at the PNC Music Pavilion in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, I had never been there before. It's only, I guess, technically been in that certain spot for however many years, because it, used to be something else or something, whatever. Anyway, it was the PNC Music Pavilion. So it was raining so bad. It took us, what would have taken 45 minutes took us an hour and a half to get there because of the rain, and the interstate was just terrible, and we had to take that in order to get there. So we stop at a gas station, and we knew right away that we were really close to the venue because there were girls there in the gas station who were all wearing 5 Second Summer shirts and all, excited. And of course, me being 24 years old, almost 25, I'm like, oh my God, I am definitely feeling kind of out of place here. But fuck that. Who gives a shit? I was excited. So we we're at the gas station. We get back in the car. We head down. Well, it's only about a mile from the gas station to the venue. At this point, it's like 6:30-ish. 6:30 something, almost 7. So we parked in the parking area and we walked to the venue, which wasn't really that far at first on the way there. So we get to the pavilion, and Bonnie, my friend Bonnie, did not have a ticket. So we were going straight to the ticket, area to buy her like a general admission ticket. Now the coolest thing happened. We walk past this lady and she's like, "Hey, do y'all have tickets?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, we do." I was like, "But she doesn't." And she was like, "Well, I got VIP and I have extra tickets." She was like, "I don't need these general admission tickets. I'm, up front." She's like, "I'm giving them away for free." And Bonnie was like, "Legit for free?" And she was like, "For free here." So that saved Bonnie $25 to $45, depending on what ticket it was. Oh my God, it was so exciting. Like I want to say this lady's name was Brittany or something. I don't know, but she'll probably never in a million years see this. But to the girl who gave the free ticket to Bonnie, thank you so much. It was absolutely like the highlight of Bonnie's day because she didn't have to pay that money to get the ticket. Thank you. So we walked up the stairs. Now, oh my God, you had to go up these stairs. There was probably like 75 stairs that you had to walk up to get to the venue. Now, from walking up, then you got onto like the concrete, you walked across, this little area, and then you got to where you could see the stage. Now, there was a hill, and then you got to like the seated area, and then like front row, and then the stage. So, I mean, from any place that you were standing within the venue, you could see the stage. It didn't matter, you didn't have to be front row. I would have loved to be in front row, but hell, I had perfect view of Ashton the entire time, and I was completely okay with that. So we actually had tickets seated up, like, I think it was like row 14, section G. Now, we could not get to this section because there were so many people around, and we were like, you know what? Let's just not even, we can rent these chairs over here, which were $5 a piece to rent the chairs, and just sit on the lawn, and you could see them like perfectly. So at this point, Hey Violet's just about to come on. We get in our chairs, sit down, the weather is holding off at this point. It looks perfectly, nasty in the sky, but it has not started raining yet. So Hey Violet comes on, and they're really good. I'm not a huge fan of them. I like a couple of their songs, and I think that they seem like awesome people, but I just haven't really gotten into them. Maybe I will now because I've seen them in concert. I don't know. But they came on, they played a couple of songs, and then it started lightning, and it started thundering, and then the fucking sky opened, and it started pouring, like torrential downpouring on all of us. People are hiding underneath the concession stand awning. We decide we're going to take our chairs and go sit underneath the tree, which the tree it was a little bit, more covered than just standing out in the rain. So we sat there. We still got freaking drenched. Now, we made sure that all of the, electronics, like my camera, our phones, things like that were all put in purses. And at this point we were like, we're already freaking soaking wet. Who gives a shit if we get any more wet? Because it's just going to keep raining. So why are we going to sit underneath this tree and get more soaked? Because the tree is just going to rain on us more even when it stops raining. So we put all of the purses and all of that, we drug it down the hill. We put it underneath the chairs so that it wouldn't get wet, and we just stood there getting wet. Now, it stopped raining, but we were drenched from head to toe. Head to toe. Now, my makeup still stayed on point because I used pretty much everything waterproof. It stayed on point. Now, I was drenched from head to toe. So was Bree, so was Bonnie, so was Kylie, and so was Madison. And at this point, Hey Violet has gone off, and we are waiting for 5 Seconds of Summer to come on. They start building their stage, doing all that. And we're all so freaking overly excited at this point. Like, seriously so excited. It has stopped raining, and we are ready. Now we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. And at this point, it's about 8:17. We're still waiting, still waiting. 5 Seconds of Summer comes on about 8:40. Now it starts with their countdown, which it starts with at the bottom of the thing. It's like just random crap, like talking about, go skinny dipping naked, or doing yoga naked, or this, that, and the other. Just stupid things that the boys said, or that, people had tweeted in, or whatever the hell it was. And they started the countdown from 59 seconds. Now they get to 3 seconds, and then it kind of all goes dark. And then it starts counting down again from, like, I want to say it was 10. And it gets to 1, and it's like, and here they are. And Ashton starts his drums, and now I've seen enough footage of the Rock Out With Your Socks Out concerts to know that Ashton would be the first one to come out. He comes out, he starts the drums, and then the boys run on stage. I was so fucking excited, like seriously so excited. From where we were sitting, we were like really far back, but I could still see, yeah, they looked this big, but I could watch them on, the teleprompters and the big freaking screens and stuff like that. Now, but it's so much different seeing them in person, even if they're this big, than it is just watching them over the computer or, on your phone or something, because they are real life human beings. Now, of course, I've always known that they're real life human beings, but they're real. Like, they are completely human, normal guys, and they're real. And I feel like this is what I always feel after I see a concert. Like, because I've been to so many concerts in my life. I saw the Jonas Brothers. I've seen Tokyo Hotel. I went to Taste of Chaos and saw Atreyu and Story of the Year. And I've seen Demi Lovato and Blackfoot, Molly Hatchet. All of those. Like, all of those. And it's almost like, you feel like they're not real people until you actually see them in person. Like, it's almost like, like a TV show. Like, they're just, a figment of your imagination until you see them in real life. And then it's like, it just completely takes your breath away that, oh my God, they're really there. They're standing right there. And I was so excited. At this point, Bree was excited. Bonnie wasn't excited because she doesn't like the band. The girls were excited, but they started, kind of getting bored with it. But I was excited, singing along, taking videos, which I will put a couple of the videos at the end of this little explanation thing. Some of them were not very good. My camera would not focus, and you can hear me singing in the background of a lot of it. So just kind of, bear with me. But I did get some good ones, and I got my favorite songs. But anyway, they started out with End Up Here. Normally, I don't know how long it's been since they have stopped it, but they normally would open with 18. I think they stopped that when they started this tour or something, whatever. But I was expecting them to start with 18. But they started with End Up Here, and they did not play 18. Which was very sad, because I really love that song. But I digress. They started with End Up Here, and then they just went into, all of the other songs, and they started playing Voodoo Doll, and Voodoo Doll is my all-time favorite 5 Seconds of Summer song. It has been since I first ever heard it long ass time ago. When I first started liking them. And I was so excited. I'm like yelling, I'm like, oh my god, they're playing my song, oh my gosh. And Bree's just kind of laughing at me, and I sang along, and they were just, they were so good. At one point, Michael did a lot of the talking. Like, Mikey talked a lot. And I don't know if he talks a lot like that through all of the concerts, but he talked a lot through my concert. A lot. And at one point, he went to say something and he dropped his mic and it broke. And he couldn't get it to work again. So he, like, walked across the stage and he looked so defeated. And he's when he finally gets another microphone, he was like, I'm so sorry, please don't charge me. Please don't charge me. It was hilarious. I could not stop laughing at them. They were just so great. When Michael was talking about, oh, who thinks that Callum looks like Brad Pitt? And Callum was like, I don't think so. I really don't think so. And then he was like, who thinks Callum smells like poo? And people started cheering, and Callum was like, security, can we get these ones that screamed out of here, please? It was great. Like, it was hilarious. They were just so funny. They interacted with each other. They were so funny. I wish Ashton would have talked more, but he did talk. Luke, of course, mentioned Good Charlotte, and he wanted to know if Charlotte was named after a girl, which I thought was hilarious. People on Tumblr were taking bets on on if Luke would mention Good Charlotte at all, and he of course did. I think that was like one of the first things that he said. So at one point, Bonnie took the two girls, Madison and Kylie, to the bathroom, and me and Bree were determined that we were not going to get up and go to the bathroom. We weren't. Now, I had to pee since before they had started, and I would not go because I was not going to miss them. Now, they were playing, the girls came back and all that, and me and Bree were talking about we should have texted Bonnie and been like, shh, we're almost backstage. Or text her and be like, oh my god, you have to come back. Beth has been detained. She's going to jail. So then we started talking about how I would have been, my 6'2", huge ass, would have been able to at least get to the stage. I would have been able to freaking, bum rush the damn stage using the chairs like freaking frisbees to get onto the stage. And Brie was like, at least you'd be noticed. I was like, yeah, right before I got tased. She's like, hey, but they would think one of two things about you. Either one, hey, that girl's awesome because she got onto the stage, she managed to do it. Or two, oh my god, that bitch is crazy, get her off the stage. Either way, I would have been noticed. And I joked with all of my coworkers before I left for this vacation to go see them. I joked that I would not come back for one of two reasons. Either one, it would be because I was in jail for inappropriate touching of the drummer, or two, I would be getting married and, pregnant because I was, with the drummer. And all of them are like, so we'll see you back on Saturday, right? And I'm like, yeah. But anyway, they started playing Long Way Home. And, it's a good song. I do like it, but it's not one of my faves. And I was sitting there and I'm like, oh my god, I have to pee. I know that they've got at least 4 or 5 more songs left. I'm like, I'm not going to make it, and we're not going to go to the bathroom before we leave, so I'm going to have to go. So I looked at Brie and I was like, do you have to go to the bathroom? And she was like, are you serious? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm serious. I have to go. And she was like, but I don't really. And I'm like, well, I'll go by myself. She was like, no, I'll come with you. Now, they were about 45 seconds from finishing Long Way Home. And they only had like a maybe 5-second interlude thing before they started the next song. Now, I had to go, and in order to get to the bathroom, you had to go all the way down the hill, go down 2 flights of stairs, go across this thing to get to the bathroom. Now, had my shoes in my hand because I was not wearing them because I was going to fall and kill myself. Bree was wearing her shoes at first, but she was sliding out of them, so she had to take them off. Well, we went running. We ran down the stairs, got to the bathroom, peed, and got back up by the time that they started the next song. So about a minute and some odd seconds. That's how long it took us to get down the stairs, pee, and get back up the stairs. That is how fast we went. Because seriously, I was not missing anything. They were about 10 to 15 seconds into Jet Black Heart at that point. Now, it was the first time that I had ever seen Jet Black Heart played, ever. I mean, I had heard it, all that, but I hadn't even seen footage of them playing Jet Black Heart because, they had only started playing it for like a couple of shows before then. And, so I was so excited. They were about, by the time that we got back to our seats, they were about 30 seconds or so into the song. And, I know every word to it already, and Brie didn't know any of it. And she was just like, oh, okay, this is a new song. And I loved it. It was amazing. Like, I just love Mikey's voice. He does it so well. And when Mikey did Wrapped Around Your Finger, and I just thought I was just going to, like, faint. Like, I was swerving into all four lanes at that point. But they started playing Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Now, I don't know. Like, I guess this is how much I actually pay attention to their touring and their set lists. Because I watch certain, videos of, like, their concerts and things. I don't watch, concert footage from the start to the finish because I can't stand the screaming of the girls and all that. Unless it's, like, footage that I've taken or, if it's, like, high quality, like, right on them footage. But I don't know how long they've been playing Kiss Me, Kiss Me in concert. They could have been doing it since the beginning. But I didn't know if, but they started playing it and me and Brie got so fucking excited. And we're singing at the top of our lungs, and I thought it was hilarious because I had, when Kiss Me first came out, for all of us to hear it, I tweeted all of the boys on all of their accounts, their Twitter accounts, plus the Five Sauce account itself, and said, is Kiss Me going to be on the set list? Because I think it would be amazing live. And I actually got to hear it live. And oh my god, like, it was probably the highlight of that entire night that I got to hear them sing that song live. And then they did American Idiot, and I was so excited about it. I knew that they were going to do it, but it was just so good to hear in person, and Brie was not expecting it. So as soon as they like said, oh, this is a cover, and she was like, okay, what is it? And they were like, American Idiot by Green Day, and she was like, oh my god, no they're not. And I'm like, yes they are, yes. So that was awesome, and I knew that their last two technical songs were going to be She's Kinda Hot and then She Looks So Perfect, and they were waiting for the She's Kinda Hot because they wanted to see it, and they played it, and it was so good. It was so good. And then She Looks So Perfect was awesome as well. Well, then, they were like, thank you, Charlotte. I don't know why I wanted to say Chicago. Thank you, Charlotte. You've been great. We'll see you next time, blah, blah, blah. And everybody starts getting up, and I'm like, they're going to do an encore. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, they're going to do at least one or two songs. I was like, I know for a fact that their, like, final encore song is, What I Like About You, but I did not remember that they were going to do Good Girls first. So when they came back out, they were like, are you sure they're going to come back out? We're tired. We want to go. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like, they're going to come back out. I swear to God, they are. They haven't done their final bow. They haven't done that. I was like, it's going to happen. So they come back out and they start playing Good Girls, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that they were going to play this. And Good Girls went off, and What I Like About You started, and Brie was like, well, do you think that we could go, and beat the traffic? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I can still hear them, from as we were walking, and I still got to watch them. I didn't get to see their final bow, but I've seen, footage of it since. At that point, I was exhausted, I was hungry, and I was freezing because my clothes were still soaking wet. But I would have liked to seen, them do their final bow, but I really only missed like 45 seconds of the concert. So I wasn't bummed out And Bree made sure that, she asked, she was like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go. I'm hungry. I want to go. I'm done." And so we left the venue and now we parked in lot like F. Now, yeah. Now, we did not know that lot G and lot F did not connect. Now, the only way that lot F and lot G connected was by this huge fucking hill that you had to walk up. Now, I'm not just talking about, oh yeah, it's kind of a slanty hill, you can just... No, this shit was like huge, huge hill. Huge hill. Now, Bree and the girls, got up that hill like no other. Now, me and Bonnie are standing at the bottom going, I don't think I can do this. After all those stairs and all of that walking, I don't think I can do it. So we clasped onto each other and we decided to, scale this hill. Now, we got all the way to the top and there was about 3 steps to the top of the hill. That was it. And I lost my footing. And my foot slid out from underneath me, and if it wasn't for Bonnie grabbing a hold of my arm and keeping me upright, me and her both would have tumbled down the fucking hill. It was terrible. Like, it was horrible. And Bree was like, well, I was already at the top of the hill. I wasn't coming back down to get y'all. And then we had to walk, like, all the way to the other end of lot F because we parked at the beginning of lot F, not at the end where lot G starts. We get to the car and I'm just done. I am done. We were so tired and we were delirious the whole way there to get food and then back to the house, and we were delirious sitting on the front porch of Pawpaw's house, and it was amazing. And the next day we got up, we went to, we packed all of our stuff and we had breakfast, and we then, left and we stopped at a mall and we got some food and then we headed home. And I have been in pretty much post-concert depression since Wednesday, and it is now Sunday night. I miss it so much. Like, I have probably watched footage of that concert over and over again, and tonight is the final Rock Out With Your Socks Out concert in West Palm Beach, Florida. And I've just been, watching videos of them doing, what they do all damn day. And when I got home from work, I was just, watching it. And it's one of those things that, you're never too old to have a favorite band. And you're never too old to fangirl about something. And don't ever let anybody tell you differently. And don't ever let people bash what you like or what you enjoy just because they don't understand it or they don't like the same things that you do. There are plenty of things in the world that help people with, what they're going through, or they make people happy when nothing else makes them happy, and 5 Seconds of Summer does that for me. They make me happy when I feel like the whole world is against me, or when I feel like I can't make it anymore. I just listen to their music and I just realize, life goes on. And as cliche as that sounds, I think I just inhaled a bug. As cliche as that sounds, it's true. So, whatever. I swear to God, a fly just came through that window and went right down my throat. It's gone now. So, yeah. This has been a really long video, and I'm getting to, I just can't. So, I will see you all later. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys. Bye. Stop.
broken hearted. Fast forward to the end after everyone's gone. Oh, and they forgot it all. This ain't a movie that I wanna see. It's such a story, a story where